Greetings, and welcome back to the madness. Now, with trains! Huzzah! Okay. Now, train, be so kind and get me to, I don't know, here maybe? That seems reasonable. Now that we have automated rail transportation, the next thing we need is rail signals. Because otherwise we can't actually use that automated rail transportation for anything really useful without having the possibility of regularly crashing trains. Doesn't sound too great, does it? Good. Good. So, the first thing we want to do is to set up a train station for charcoal, I think. Because as it is, the charcoal we are producing could stand to go to more than one place. So here comes the fancy part. We can just turn around this belt. Right. There we go. And now we pretend like there's a train station here. Or instead of pretending, let's actually put one here. There we go. 1, 2, something like this. This is not yet the final form, but it should show clearly what train stations will look like. So there is 4 spaces, 2, 3, 4, and there, that's where rail is going, and 2, 4 there. Right. Now we need here. No, wait. I think I set it up such that it should be the No, it's not. Okay, perfect. Never mind that then. Hi. No. There. And this is where the train station will go. Good. Right. Wonderful. Now, hello train. Please come here. Thank you. Okay. Next step. Changing the setup such that this works and we can here, splitter. Thank you. And we can split off the charcoal we need for power. Right? Great. Good. And I need a splitter. And for now, we're just gonna use the crappy stuff. Here we go. Something like that. Good. This can carry on to the top. And we turn this around. No, we don't actually. we need to put that to the other side, which is here. There we go. Output priority to the right. Good. Okay. Now, one thing that we still need to take care of is the fact that we need carbon dioxide. And the fact that some of this... Oh well. We'll look at that later. There's train stops. Train stops are nice and all, but we actually want logistic train stops. Otherwise we can just dump the train stops. That's not great. Not great. Okay. So, the next thing we need is some proper storage. Do we have better storage options? We do. Warehouses. The cool thing about these warehouses is the fact that they are of size 6x6. And 6x6 is a very nice size because with 6x6 storage you can basically dedicate a single warehouse to each cargo wagon, which leads to nice loading times. So that's useful, very useful. Okay. Good. Let your hair down. Oh, come on. Nope. Just to check whether that is correct, and it is. Good. Now. This is a bit of chaos. This is a bit more chaos. And finally, this is even more chaos. So another to-do that we have is the idea to add more crystallizers and to decouple these ingots. And if we want to take that to the next level, we should also consider, well, decoupling the crushing as well. Alright? So, this crushing and sorting is still somewhat coupled through the fact that we only request to be crystallized what we crush for the sorting, which is kind of not the point. We want these to be separate things. So, to facilitate that, let's do the following. Take all this landfill. And create an area where we can crystallize all the stuff that we need, right? And the idea is to make this separate from what we currently have. So basically we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, 6. There we go. Because there's 6 different kinds of ores that we can crystallize. There we go. Sapphirite, Divolite, Styrotite, Crotinium, Rubite, Bobmonium. Now the other way around. Bobmonium, Rubite, Crotinium, Styrotite, Divolite, and Sapphirite. Okay. Now that that is out of the way, in a way, let's grab this mess. And pull it through here. So the idea here is oh boy. The idea here is to create an area where ores are crystallized, and these crystallized ores are cached to an extent. Okay. This seems reasonable. Right. And that one's kind of special. So we need one here and one there. And these two. And actually not these two. But these two. And one here and one there. Right. And now we need wires. A lot of wires. And what a surprise, for that we need copper. It was suggested to me that this should be dependent on copper, but it already is. And it was also suggested to me to request more crushed styrotite, but that's equal to all the other requests, so I don't want to put a special case for styrotite there. The actual proper, let's say proper fix is to do cryptic crushing. That's well, one of the proper fixes. The alternative is to use a different recipe. So as it is now, we are sorting crushed ores directly, but there is also with an additional research the option to search to mix crushed ores inside a sorting facility together with a so-called mineral catalyst to sort for a specific single ore, which is somewhat useful, as in extremely useful, but it's kind of a bit too much work right now. At least for me. Good. Now that that's out of the way, what do I want to do? I wanted to grab some more copper. That's what I wanted to do. This is still such a mess. Even though it doesn't need to be. If the copper was just working, that'd be just perfectly alright with me, you know? Right, what did I want? Cables. Cables, I want the cables. All of these. That should be enough. Oh, and then I need some copper for underground pipes. Right. Something like that should be enough. Okay. Now, the first thing we kind of properly want is a silo like this. Somewhere exactly here, where it's straight in the way. How do we best fix that? Not sure yet. Not sure yet. Okay. Yeah, why not? Why not? we can, but we shouldn't. We could theoretically just remove all of that mess and move it to over here somewhere to the right, or to down here actually. That seems much more to the point. Right. And that would allow me to also change a small thing about how this is set up. Well, for now let's grab some more landfill. Again. Nice, we're getting more and more landfill, that's great. Exactly as intended. Right. Oh boy. Wow, the frame drops are real. The frame drops are real. Okay. So I want, hello. I want this. And I want an input for that here. And I want this input to be caching things. So it needs to be here. There we go. And that's an output. Now, just for the input, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. I have some of these left over, which is nice. Robot crushing. Okay. And then this setup we can just repeat. We need 6. 2, 4, 5, 6. That's good. So as not to say perfect. Right. Okay. No, wait, that's wrong. Here. Good. Ah, yes. More belts. Good. Now, the next thing I need is poles. All around. Come on. Here. That's where the poles go. And then here. Just to keep things scalable. Good. Now, the next thing we need, lots and lots of next things, right? Is a proper output that does what I need it to do. How do we do that correctly? I need this setup. Here and here, here, and here, here. Right. So I need something like this. Right? And that in turn means I need... No, that won't work. Okay. So, because that won't work, we're not gonna do that. Instead, what we're gonna do is have that here. And we can actually even simplify this. No, we can't. Not the setup I have in mind. Okay. Come on. 1, 2. Right. Good. And that's the output merging. Goes like this. Right, this pattern should be at least somewhat familiar. Right. And there. And merge. Why did that not work? I was expecting that to work. Let's have some more transport belts. Okay. Right. And I need some more splitters. And for that, I need some more basic resources. So let's grab those. Oh, nice. That's good. Sure. Need raw copper cables. That's a bit annoying. Come on. Good. I need more splitters, but I'll just stick with that for now. And wait till there's more produced. Right. Okay. That works. No. That. That. And that's just fine. Good. I also need more inserters actually. And I need some more filter inserters. And then I need some more cables actually. But this time they're not green cables, but red cables. This is where it gets funky. Time to get funky. Right, so I need all of these to be connected. For a reason that will later become apparent. Come on. Oh yes, because it's not a thing. Can't connect ghosts to wires. That makes sense. Come on. There we go. So this is what we have. Right? And now we're gonna decide what we request. Right? So this is another constant combinator and red wires. Red wires will be important later. We're deciding what we allow through. Okay? So constant combinator, some amount of red wires. Right. So yes, red wires. Red. Good. Did not connect that up yet. Not so good. Right. Red wire. And there. Okay. Now, splitters. Good. Lots and lots of stuff. That's great. Output priority left for all of these. Good. Those are all placed. Those are all placed. That's also great. Now, constant combinator. Hi. Dear constant combinator, I want basically this stuff, just with the raw ores. Right? So, and 200 starotite, and nope. That's thorium and not rubite. I want rubite. And this is the bobmonium. And this is dravolite. And this is crotinium. Good. So as it stands, the green circuit has no signals on it because there's nothing in these chests. If we now add our request to the green circuit, that's how we get our request, right? So now the fun part begins, where we connect the red wire to these red wires. Now we also have a request for crushed ores, which is exactly what we want. This is now enabled if there is less than 0 crushed saphirite. So if we want saphirite, basically. Output to the left, saphirite ore, right? And now we can just pull this through, and instead of saphirite, we're actually gonna use something else for every single one of these. Right? So this is not enabled if there's crushed saphirite missing, but we're missing something like, well, bobmonium. And then this one becomes responsible for bobmonium. So we're copying the bobmonium, putting it there. This is gonna be responsible for rubite. So this is the rubite crusher, it goes there. Come on, Now, this means that here we want rubite. And we assume that the bobmonium is the last thing left over, right? This is responsible for crushing crotinium. I don't have a crushed crotinium crusher yet, so we'll just stick to that. This one will be crushed styrotite. I have a crusher for that. Hi. Go there. Right? So we take the styrotite here. And this one will be Jivolite. Jivolite. Yeah, something like that. There we go. So, now the only thing that's left to do is the following. We disconnect this and we disconnect this. Instead, connect this one to down here, connect it to the other side, and let these crushers run dry. Right? These were all set up to have on larger than. So we're actually yes. Right, this should actually automatically run down. But we can just increase the request to enable all the outputs. Hang on, I can also just none. This is a bit of a mess, but the basic idea is that we are now going to use up all the... Oh boy. No, that one can remain. Good. We're now going to use up all the mineral sludge. Then, here we go. I need a top-up valve. Where's that? That's under fluid control. That's where it should be. Top-up valve. And let's mark some of these recipes for bottling fluids as used, known, whatever. There, top up. Now this will only top up, and we can remove this pump and the associated circuit condition. Let's actually change that. And put the top-up valve here. Yeah, alright. And change this mess to this. There we go. Good. Okay. Now, this one is empty. This one is... No, this one's not empty. This one is empty. If it's empty, we can remove it. This one is also empty. Therefore, we can remove it. This one is empty. We can remove it. This one is empty. We can remove it. This one is also empty. And we will remove it. Now. Go on. Right. That works. Good. And this doesn't. I'll fix it in just a second. Basically need to connect it here. Right there, that's probably easier. Good. Now. Phew. Now we need another silo. Silos are here. And in this silo, right, why the... Sure. Oh, those are not connected. That's a pity. Let's do it like this. That seems more reasonable. Good. And now. Where was I? Right. Come on. Hello. Good. Ooh, yes. Right, let's stop you from inputting more stuff into this process. Let's remove this setup. Oh dear me. Good. Now. This is the part where I remove all the fancy stuffs. Yes. Killing my resource production in the process. All of it. Yes, I know that you don't have electricity. Sorry. Right. Good. Now, silo. Where was that? There, silo. This silo is now responsible for the following. Let's put it here. Right? Yes. No? Oh, no, yes. That's right. Okay, great. Good. I want all of these to be inputs. I want all of these to be filter outputs. And here's where the fun part begins. Green is what we want. Green is all the things we want. And if I set filters, this doesn't work. And that's because negative signals aren't used as filters. We only want positive signals as filters. Oh no. Oh no. Come here. That. That goes there. Good. So, what we do to fix that is the following. We connect. That's an arithmetic combinator. I should have built a decider combinator. I'm sorry. Decider combinator. Thank you. Okay. Back to topic. Decider combinator. I can't quickly replace these. That's good. So, the idea is anything. Where is it? each that is below 0, output that signal with a value of 1. Here's where the filters are set. And now, oh, come on. There we go. And there we go. And now, this should be working already. Right. We just need to finish adding the relevant. This should be Crotinium. Good. The relevant crushers. Right. No, don't do that. Do that. Thank you for the autosave. Good. Near, that, near, and that. Good. Now, lots of stuff that we want. Oh, come on. There we go. Now, all of the stuff that we want. No, let's make it simpler. I want all of that stuff, and I want it cached. And this red wire will help me with that. What do you mean cannot connect a wire? Sure. Whatever. Oh, I didn't place it because I don't have it. Yes. Now that makes sense. Hi. Good. Now. No. More red wire. Okay. Hi, this is enabled if there's less than 0. No, not crush Sephirite, but Sephirite ore. That's what we want. Right. Let's finish connecting all the inserters. And then let's set these up. Sephirite. This is ammonium. This is rubite. This is Jivolite. This is styrotite, and this is crotinium. This is styrotite. This is crotinium. This one is rubite, and this one is Jivolite. Now we only have this ammonium inserter left, and ta-da! There we go. And I should consider upgrading these to something better. There we go. And let's actually turn this around. And indiscriminately insert that. Yes, yes. Okay, now. Where were we? Right. This just adds a tiny bit of cleanup to the belts. Good. There's rubite. Did we ever output any bobmonium, or is that just not in the cards yet? Seems to be the case that that's just not in the cards yet. Again, because of the limitations of the belt here. Okay. Now this can obviously be scaled a bit. And we can obviously increase the storage capacity here. Right. Iron. Lots and lots of iron. I should have quite some left over from caching. Here. And there's also a nice amount of copper. That's great. I'll just keep that for now. Okay. So here's some crushed styrotite. Thank you. And let's actually connect this a bit differently. Let's remove that. Good. Add an inserter here. Can deal with that. Good. Then add a splitter here that can deal with this mess. And a splitter here that can deal with this mess, and a splitter here that can deal with this mess. In the hopes that this will fix things. Now, this bobmonium, it's just not getting output onto the belt because I don't have enough transport capacity, which is annoying. Alas, it is the way it is, and it seems to be working fine for now. So now we can talk about, oh well, more crystallization. That's done. And it's kind of obvious how we improve upon this should we need even more. Namely by just copying the whole setup here and pasting it right next to that. And that works for the early game stuff. This is all still early game stuff that we need. Right. Getting back to this. We're now producing quite some landfill. And I was told that I should actually place the inserters that I need for scaling things instead of just ghost placing them. It seems reasonable. Right. Now that that's fixed, we can see that this one has been disabled by control behavior after we switched that basic splitter to equally distributing the input. We now only output into the landfill chest, into the landfilling, if we have more mineralized water than crystal slurry, and currently that's not the case. Therefore, all of it goes to the left side. Otherwise, it's 50-50. Okay. So, with this, let's hope it seems... Yeah, okay. With this, it seems like we can actually handle all the geodes we are inputting there, and that's great. And since it's blue and red geodes, those are prone to producing more crushed stone anyway, so that's good. Now, getting back to the fancy things. Oh no. Yeah, that works. Here we're gonna have a station that just ships in charcoal, which originally will be coming from here. But I think in the north there we can add a separate block which actually takes care of properly doing power. With some farming and some algae and some this and that and here and there. You know? Stuff that we just can't do right now. Good. Okay. Now, the next step was decoupling the ingots. Decoupling the ingots. That's also something fancy. Something quite fancy. Yeah, no, don't do that. I remembered that I had that thing at some point, and then I forgot about that again. It's broken. It's been broken for quite a while, and we were generating more manganese than we wanted, which would imply that we were generating more iron than we requested, which explains the incredible amount of iron ingots that we were having here. Right. Oh, I didn't have any space for these ingots at all. Okay, sure. Here, have some styrotite ore and some sapphirite ore. And now we're actually doing botmonium. Nice. Good. Let's just upgrade these. 1, 2, 3 crushers. 1, 2, 3 crushers. That's great. Now, where was I? Right. 1 crusher. Let's place down some landfill just because I can. Nope, not there, but there. Literally the minimum viable product. Let's go. Here, give me some rails. Good. And now some in the other direction. Oh no! Come on. There we go. Okay. Oh boy, that's still pretty unnice amount. Let's put it like that. A pretty unnice amount. I just noticed that I shouldn't be doing it this way. Oh, come on. There we go. But I should be putting both tracks in at the same time. Right. This is great. We're gonna ignore all of this mess for now. Needs to be a crossing later. Let's try whether that works. 1. 2. Oh wow, we're actually gonna run out of rail. That's great. Because I have some rails sitting around, which I know for a fact. Good. Let's just put in the rest actually. Because it's not that much left. Right? Right. Okay, so here and there. That's 64 rails. That's 64 rails. No more and no less. Now that's a nice supply of botmonium that we got there. Let's upgrade these. That works, good. And now let's grab the remaining 60 rails that we need. Too much, but not gonna be stingy now. Come on, there we go. Oh dear. Come on. I want to finish. Now the rail loop is almost complete. The only thing that's left in the way of the rail loop is, well, this slag production area. Or more accurately, the corresponding electrode washing. Which is, well, it just happens to be in the way. Bit annoying. Truly. Just a bit annoying. Right. So here we are at our resource generation, and it's nicely refactored, and we now only use all the extra sludge from slag that we need. Yeah, that's to be done. That is also to be done. That is also to be done. Lots of stuff that's to be done. Wow. But hey, at least we seem to not be having extreme copper problems anymore, just mild ones. Oh boy. Okay, okay. Well, at least everything's still working and I didn't horribly break anything. Unless it just didn't manifest yet, and I'm gonna be in for a rough awakening next episode. But that's next episode, isn't it? Now the question is, how do I decouple the ingots? Because that's the next step to some more interesting resource production options. Honestly, I want to decouple the ingots using trains. So this is probably... well, I don't know. I just don't know, honestly. Interesting. Yeah, we're just not generating enough sludge to support our current resource hunger. Why is that? The mineralized water here is not keeping up. Is that really the problem? We're not outputting... we're just not outputting the crushed stone quickly enough. Partially because we're just consuming a gray belt, and that's just used up completely by these two liquefiers. Okay, so that's... I'm gonna just fix that. Give me a moment. No. Okay. Hi. This. Yes. Like this. Do I have a liquefier on me? I probably do not. Let's check. That's petrochemical stuff. Cool. Liquefier. Oh, that's the better one already. No, that's not. At least not yet. But we can look into better electrolyzers, because those are actually very useful in that they have a crafting speed of 1.5 instead of 1, which means that the existing resource production can be improved by a factor of 50% if it's based on slag, by just replacing the machines. which is nice, isn't it? Okay. But first... Oh no. But first I need some tin plates. Because I need a splitter that can support a yellow belt going in and a yellow belt going out. Otherwise, increasing the throughput there will not yield any benefits whatsoever. Thank you. And I probably also need some copper, but I should... Yeah, I have some left over. Good. 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 Ah. All of these. That is a lot of gears. Right. Back to topic. Hi. That. And that. And more. Oh, and the yellow underground belt, I don't have that. Hang on. Yes. Oh no. Still somehow not working as expected. Right. And the yellow underground belt. There we go. This way we should be able to actually use up all this crushed stone. Because now we're outputting at the capacity of the inserters. And all of it is used. Which means that we are finally also getting some more landfill from that. Good. Good. Success! Let's grab that and just keep it. Right. That's still open. That we want to do with trains. Yeah, that's the big next to do. Basically, we want to move at least this half of the slag production. And we can pretty nicely do that by... Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think of something and just wing it next episode again. That's always the issue. Oh, I didn't finish that. Well, that's because I don't have any stuff up here, so that's okay. I need warehouses. That's what I need. Add attack. Fix me. Research. Warehouse. And LTN. There we go. That's how that works. Thank you for watching. See you next time.